everybody, welcome to the last piece of this wonderful Idaho trip that we basically had around 5 of the best Idaho breweries. As you can see, I'm not in the Brit and Yankee pub for this one. I'm here at Hopvine, and standing on the other end of the brewery with me, with his hat on, because it's cold in here, of course, so he has to wear the hat, is my good chum, Ken McMullen, who I'm very glad to say is here to help me try 2 beers today. Hi, Ken.
Hey, Phil, and let's be clear. This is to hide this.
Oh.
Otherwise, it would be like this.
Okay. Well, I've got mine hanging out. Look at that, you see. This is what COVID does to you. It does good haircuts.
Oh, this is what
Right
COVID does.
Yeah, that's getting out of hand.
Well, there we go. Down below us, well, I don't know how you see this when we've got this gallery view and speaker view thing going on. So anyway, below me, I'm very pleased to say Mr. Mark Naski has come to his final brewery. It's Family 2C Brewery, and with him is head brewer, correct?
Yes. Daniel, Shamy, Alvin Mullins. And Mark, you know Mark.
And Mark.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we're out here in Nampa, Idaho. So, yeah.
Yes. Now, where are you exactly in Boise?
Well, so we're on the outskirts of Boise. Like, Boise's kind of like LA back in the day, where it used to be one little town, and then you go through some farm country and reach the next town and so on and so forth. We've grown out so far that we're at a point where it's just one big swath of land that people are living in. And so Nampa is kind of like Boise. It's just very much you cross more neighborhoods, and now you're in a place called Nampa.
Hey, yeah, Phil.
We're like 20 minutes out. I mean,
yeah, we're about 10 minutes or 10 miles west of the last place we were in.
Okay. Well, we've had a great trip around Boise. So before we ask any more questions, it's beer tasting time.
oh, get in.
Well, I want to ask a question.
Oh, yes. Go ahead, Ken.
It's 2C Family Brewing, right?
That's correct.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
what is the significance of that name? Why'd you pick that?
So the number in Idaho, all our license plates are by the alphabetical order of your county, and so we're in Canyon County, which is the second C county in Idaho, and so on all our license plates it says 2C.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
So that's 2C or not 2C? That is the question.
That was my
that one
first
before,
IPA thought was, yeah.
So
Too
right.
thick.
You guys are drinking beer, so we've got to drink beer. So we have here Karma Kolsch, which is coming in at 5.2. And I do have a glass here, which I'm going to carefully place on my computer, and hopefully I don't spill it, and I'll crack it open. And I'm going to do that for the camera over there. There we go. And I have a beautiful glass, and we're going to pour that out. Oh, it's looking good. Oh, yes. I like that. And now I have to give it to my friend, Mr. Ken.
Thank you.
Now he's got it. There we go. He's pouring it out. Now this is an absolutely fantastic golden yellow color.
Beautiful.
And I'm getting a beautiful Kolsch.
Yeah.
Is there any breadiness in this? Well, let's taste it and find out. Ken would know more about it than me. I just know what I like.
It's got a nice malty aroma.
Oh, yes. Now this has beautiful kind of that ready, slight ready thing going on there.
Yeah. Kind of biscuity, malty,
Yeah.
easy drinking.
Fantastic.
Like a Kolsch.
Beautiful.
Now,
Beautiful
I think,
too.
what?
It's beautiful too.
Fantastic color, good looking beer. I like the lacing, it's going down nicely. Look at that. Excellent. So, is this the first Kolsch you guys have brewed?
Yeah. Yeah, this is the first one, and Mark here helped us with it. We had a lot of fun doing it, too. Old traditional style. It's kind of cool to cut your teeth on these old historical kind of beers, and we definitely have the setup to do it. So it was really nice to be able to utilize everything we have to produce such a delicate kind of beer.
I'm going to ask the elephant in the room question.
Okay.
there is a brewery in our area who also does Karma Kolsch.
Yeah.
Did you steal their name?
Yes.
Yes.
100%. Yes. No.
We figured they wouldn't come to Idaho after us, so
yeah.
They actually invited.
Yeah. No. When there's no COVID, there's going to be a more direct link, but this is very much a collaboration beer.
Ah, splendid. So in other words, you're kind of producing it under license or in collaboration?
Let's go with the second half of that. In
the
collaboration.
Yeah.
Got it.
That other one sounds a little more official.
Yeah, we don't have any kind of formal thing with Church Street, but
Yet,
but we're working towards it.
yeah, man.
But that's generally the way that it goes, right, Ken, with breweries? It's collaboration and not competition.
No, totally. It's the wine and
repetition.
dine. Yeah. No, you got to take me out for a good time first, Then license stuff can come up later.
Yeah.
Depending on what restaurant they take.
So
There you go.
let's find out a little bit about you and how you got into brewing. Let's start with Alvin, because he obviously is one of the owners, so he's got a skin in the game, right?
Yeah, good point.
So I was in software for a long time, and I sold my last company, and I was been homebrewing for over 20 years. And I approached my best friend and was teaching him how to homebrew. Happened to be in the military at the time, so he was stationed overseas in Turkey. And while he was there, I came up with the idea, sort of the genesis of this idea, and that was about 5 years ago. And then 3 years later, we actually started working on the building. The building that we're in right now is it's the oldest building in downtown Nampa. It's 105 years old. And it's a whole challenge in itself of putting a brewery in an old building like this. But that's how we got to where we are today. And then Daniel came along, and it's just been fantastic. Yeah. And then Mark came along and even made it even better. So
Yeah, absolutely.
And the rest is history, as they say. So how long have you guys been open?
Since June the 29th of 2019. So
Ooh.
almost 2 years. We're coming up on.
Oh, okay, cool. And Dan, what's your background?
I started. I'm a local kid here in Idaho. I'm from Idaho. I just got into beer, as many do, by drinking it, and I jumped into the job side of things when I thought this was something I was really into, and I kind of just schmoozed my way back into a brewery, and I humped a lot of kegs, and really put in the hard work and just worked my way up. I mean, it's wasn't an educational background as much as yes, it was. It's just, a little different.
On the job education.
Yeah, on the job.
Yeah.
Which is cool here in Idaho. There's a lot of odd resources to pick from. So it's a very tight-knit community, and everybody learns from each other. It's very much not heavily competitive as much as it's very collaborative, and everybody's really happy to help out. So so learning here is particularly awesome. But yeah, I mean, a lot of it was just school of hard knocks, get it done and work hard and work your way up. And
he's being a little bit modest in who he worked for and who he worked under. He learned a lot of good stuff, but he was like an R&D brewer. We've done a lot of competition beers and stuff. I used to work over at 10 Barrel. I worked under some local guys here too, and I was able to tap their resources, which is really nice. They don't withhold much, so it's very cool to be able to throw questions out and actually get some educational background. And I was able to learn from people that know a lot more than I do, like Mark here. So it's been really nice to be able to I don't know how the hell Mark showed up, but it was really great that he showed up.
I'll tell you how he shows up. He's just got a sniff malt. He was right
Yes.
there. It's
Right,
he's
you
like a
got that
bloodhound.
right, Bill. You're right.
I'll tell you, man, he'll pull out any little flaw you got going on in there and tell you what you did wrong. It's cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's cool.
I'm always curious about the system you're brewing on.
I'm
Size
brewing
and
Oh, okay, yeah.
make
It's a
and that.
10 barrel system. We have a steam jacketed mash tun. It's all steam, a lot softer boil and whatnot, and we're able to do decoctions, and we're able to do steps and some fun, German styles or Belgian styles, and kind
Very
of
cool.
reproduce them at a sense that we're very comfortable with.
Are you guys a production brewery, or are you like a brew pub, or what kind of brewery?
We're gonna due to this last year of craziness, we're probably gonna roll into more package, doing cans, doing stuff like that. We've been heavily focused in draft. Fortunately, here in Idaho, draft is still a thing. We're able to get out to a market and restaurants and whatnot that are still trucking and doing their thing. But the inevitable is going to happen. We're just going to have to go into package and keep pushing down that road.
Yeah, we were initially not interested in packaging at all. We were interested in actually growing tap rooms.
Very much the taproom model.
Yeah,
it's a good model.
But
it was.
But the virus sort of put an end to that kind of model, and so
we feel it's a temporary end, though. I mean, it very easily could bounce back here. We have a type of people here that need to go out for some live music and get out of the house and live their lives and whatnot. So it's cool to see that still very prevalent in our community.
Again, one thing I need to say, I've developed a process where we get by doing single decoction with one pumping. So we're not grinding the grain, so we don't have stuck meshes or anything else like that. So it works well with this system.
So decoction, that brings us nicely into our next beer, which I'm going to put my glass
I love
on,
it.
because we have the second beer that we need to taste, and that is
I'm switching out. Oh, really?
Again, another name that we know well, So I'm going to grab my glass here, carefully put it on my computer again. This would be awful if I spilled it on it, because we'd suddenly
please don't.
and crack this one open. So I'll do a nice pour. Now
Okay,
this
so
one
wait.
immediately I see a lighter color and a nice white head. Am I right in that, Mark?
Yes.
There we go. I'm passing it over. There we
It
go.
looks good.
And is now pouring it out. That's good. So this is definitely a lot
pretty good.
lighter.
That's cool, man.
Now, do you have Hellas with you? Are you drinking Hellas?
I switched with you. We got
I
it
was
with you.
drinking
Hey,
Hellas.
hey, cheers, guys.
Cheers. Prost.
Prost.
So now we'll be able to. Oh yeah, we've got glasses. We can actually do that. There we go.
We're in the same room. We can do it right here.
Now. This is going to be interesting because I have long wanted to try a Kolsch and then a Hellas lager and see if I can really identify the difference. So here goes.
Cool. I love that. That's super cool.
A little bit lighter. And I'm getting a little sweetness. How about you, Ken?
Yep.
I get a little more of the lingering lager smoothness in this.
Okay.
Yeah,
Very cool.
you guys nailed it. Yeah.
Yep. Now I got to ask, have you had a Heavenly Hellas from the Church Street dudes?
Oh yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, come on. How did we do?
It's
Compare.
fantastic. These beers are so hard to make because any flaw stands out. There's nothing covering it up.
Yeah,
These
it's
are
kind of
just-
mean.
You're naked. You're naked.
Right?
Yeah.
So these are clean and they're delicious.
Yeah, it's
You may
great.
have a beanie on, but that
I
would be
haven't
about
had
the
a
only
Heavenly Hellas lager for a long time, so I'm going to have to use my brain to think back. How was it? I thought that it was a little sweeter, maybe.
It was.
The
I thought so too. I thought ours was a bit drier. Yeah.
Yeah, we may.
Yep.
If I may say something, we tried it up a little bit on purpose for these guys. They kind of like it a little bit better that way.
Yeah. It's definitely welcomed around here.
Yeah, most of our beers finished pretty dry.
Yeah.
And we like that profile.
So now this is, well, I mean, I can't fault it. It's a great beer to drink, you know. You've been doing, what did I do? Oh, I gave the can to him. You've been doing the pint cans, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in some of our other guys that we talked to, oh, here it comes. Thank you very much. Look at it. It's over here. Oh, there's still some in here. How good for me. Some of the guys we've been talking to have had done the 12 ounces. You've done the 16. Is this going to be your choice of size?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are you going to do 4-packs?
4-packs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bring the pub home if you can.
The grocery stores and what have you that sell the package like those better than a 6-pack of 12s.
Right. Yeah. And certainly your label certainly stands out. There we go. Beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, we paid a lot of money for that label. Yeah.
Now, I know you've written on the back of these, but you've actually going to do proper labels when you distribute?
Absolutely. It'll be very similar to that label, but it won't have, obviously, the handwritten thing. We're doing all those on an October canning machine. So, in fact, our head canner just came in. So, so we do all those by hand, actually, one at a time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I've got an October seamer too, and we're doing 12s and 16s on it, but we're doing it to order.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Filling them, and people didn't buy them, and you just don't have much shelf life.
When we had to go to takeout or delivery only, we went heavy on the cans, and of course then we hit the aluminum shortage, which we just got our first half pallet last week that we haven't had since October, I think, or something like that.
Do you guys have mobile canners out there?
We do. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what we'll be using to start off.
Cool.
Absolutely.
It's a good beer. You should get it out there, man.
Do I see an Oktoberfest, a Marzen in your future?
We have one on right now, actually.
Oh.
We'll have to send it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We'll send you a Marzen. We'll send you. We're gonna do a Doppelbock and Maibach.
Oh
here.
yeah.
So you get those coming next.
So are you only doing German styles?
A lot of German, a lot of Belgium, and we're kind of doing the old world approach to things and seeing if we can find historical styles or something. America doesn't have very deep waters with that, so it's a lot more fun to.
We just made a Zeugel beer out of northern Bavaria.
He's so excited about the Zeugel, dude.
The first one in this area. Okay.
Zwickel, I think it's
Zwickel, yeah, right.
Yeah,
Zeugel.
Very nice.
I kept saying that he'll correct you. Zeugel.
Yeah.
Is there any barrel aging in your future, or are you doing it now?
We're doing it now.
Yeah, we did a barrel aged quad. We got a triple that came out that was I'm very into. Mexican lager. We just did a Baltic Porter literally today. The barrel aged thing's a lot of fun. I mean, it's kind of more of an afterthought towards the beers. I mean, if we can do it, we do. But
we don't design beers just to barrel age.
No, if it makes sense, it makes sense. And so. Yeah, we've been going down a pretty slow road with the barrel aging projects, but they've been turning out really nice. And the Belgian beers are particularly a good.
Overall, we make a Mexican lager with some corn finish, another sort of silky dry finish that we give to it, and it's by far our best seller out in the market, out in restaurants and stuff, because it fits with almost every kind of food.
Yep. And
in Idaho, the beer palate is perhaps less developed than Chicago is, or say Bend, Oregon is, or any of those kinds of stuff.
I'll tell you, from being from here, everything is like 10 years behind, despite the internet. So it was cool, as a kid, you go to California, get your clothes, come back, and everybody's like, where the hell did you get that? I can't even believe it. You look like you're from the future. But no, it's cool. the Pacific Northwest opens up a lot of doors for experimentation, but there's definitely the niche things people like stouts, IPAs, big, bold amounts of alcohol. Lately,
a lot of hops.
Yeah, a lot of hops, like that. Palate wreckers, things that don't pair so well with your meal, more like it's an afterthought. I don't know why. We used to be known for ambers, nut browns, these more 90s kind of oriented beers. They lasted a long time.
Yeah.
And they're still some of my favorites, but we're seeing a little bit of a resurgence of that.
We're actually seeing a lot more lagers come into the market.
We are, yeah. It's odd, man. The way people are drinking is shifting drastically. Month to month. It used to be pretty solid. Yeah.
I think it's a bit of a lower. People are looking for lower alcohol alternatives to the 8, 9, 10, 11% beers, and so most of our beers are 5% or lower. Mm-hmm. And we do have the whales out there, but that's for the whale hunters mostly.
Yeah. We definitely want you to get out of here safely.
Yeah, that's true too.
You got somebody who's walking backwards and forwards back behind there, looking very
That's our
busy.
chief. That's Kelsey. She's our chief canner. She basically owns the October machine for us, but
she's like the most useful person in the room.
Yeah, she's more useful than any of us.
Yeah,
for sure.
Come say hi to Phil and Ken here.
Phil and Ken from Chicago.
Here.
This is what we like to see. We like to see. Hey, how are you?
I'm the famous canner.
We're glad
She's
you're
actually
there.
doing work.
Yeah, she's the only one here doing work.
Yeah, totally.
We got your beer here. There we go.
Heck yeah.
Oh, heck yeah.
I'm
That's
pretty
awesome.
sure she can that for you.
Yeah.
I'm sure you put that on the
super
top
cool.
right
If
there.
If you can
right?
read the label, she canned it. I can tell you that.
Well,
My
good for you.
initials are Ken.
Apparently, you are the worker bee who they can't do without.
No, totally.
Yeah.
100%. Yep.
Good to see you.
Don't
Cheers.
leave.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Cheers. No, it's interesting discussion. You always hear the IPA is sometimes the top seller, but most places that are selling a lot of beer on site, the top selling beer is the easiest drinking, lager, or if you don't have a lager, blonde ale or something like that. So
Right.
it's interesting that out in Idaho, it's similar.
Yeah.
It's still, it's similar. It's growing that way. It's still sort of IPA heavy, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I do want to tell you is that Idaho, we source almost everything we make beer from the state. And there's not many states you can do that in.
That's true.
We're number 2 in hops. We're number 1 in barley, and we're number 1 in wheat, or number 2 in wheat, actually. So anything that
Even got a hop name after it, right? Idaho hop.
Idaho 7, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Idaho Jams and Idaho 7s.
There's more coming down the pike.
Well, our malt provider is 10 minutes up the road, which is a rare thing. Man.
Yeah,
that's a very rare thing. Our hops are not quite that close. They're about 40 minutes. Yeah. It's insane. It really is.
That's cool.
We're moving that far behind the industry, seeing IPAs be in the forefront of sales and whatnot. It makes sense to me because of the freshness of everything.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not necessarily a beer you'd want to be drinking, a few months deep.
Right.
It's something you want as fresh as possible. And you definitely see the difference on draft here. So it's pretty cool to be able to do that. It's not something, we'll import German malt and whatnot, especially for German beers. But as time is progressing, we're seeing the quality here in Idaho just go through the roof.
Yeah.
Especially on our Kilners and our maltsters and whatnot. It's really cool. So as the drinking trends change, I think we're going to see these guys become more and more of a player in what we do.
Yeah, we're actually talking with a hop grower to grow noble hops here.
Oh, yeah.
Which will be the even Washington and Oregon don't grow noble hops, so we're pretty excited about that.
Yeah, importing nobles is weird, but especially when there's hops grown right up the road, and you're like, God, just grow what I need, man.
Well, I know we do have some Illinois hops that are grown locally. I do have a beer that I'm sending to Mark, which hopefully he'll be able to share with you. A Hefeweizen.
Oh yeah, he's good
Done
about
by a downstate brewery that both Ken and I went to, Riggs Beer Company. I'm going to give them a ding. If I have a bell that I give a ding, to a sponsor's bell, if you will.
Didn't bring it.
Not a sponsor, but
Hold on, we got a bell for you. We got a bell.
Hold on.
where'd he go?
It's got a
A
bell.
bell.
Oh, he's got a bell. Hey, there we good man.
I knew that was there for some reason.
So, Ken, do you think we can do a cheers across here? Can we? I got to go that way. There we go. Can you go that way? Hang on.
Wait.
Lift it up a bit, and then cheers.
Cheers.
And then we'll do-
On my screen, it's opposite.
It's a lot easier if I just do this.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go.
Thank you very much indeed, guys. It's been a
Thank you, guys.
fascinating trip
Thank
around
you.
Idaho breweries. Mark, thank you very much. And I love the way that you've got that beautiful T-shirt on.
Yeah.
You gave it to me.
Excellent.
I've changed the logo a bit since
We
then,
need a
but
couple of
mostly
your
that's it.
T-shirts.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
swap.
So next time we talk, guys, if you're going to send me a package of beer, we can do a whole show on you guys.
Oh,
Hey,
just
look at
my
that.
arm.
I'm begging
Done.
for beer,
gee.
Ken.
Done. Yeah, done.
Oh yeah. No. Well, absolutely.
Phil and Ken, what we'd like you to do is come out to Idaho.
I'd love to come
Love
out
to come
there,
up
man.
there.
Yeah, come.
We will
Enjoy
come
the
up
sunshine.
when things are quieting down a little bit, and when I've got my vaccination, when he's got his vaccination, and when both of our wives allow us to come.
Yeah.
There it is. I was waiting for the real. Here, all right.
Mark, thank you very much
But
for
you
putting
have-
this
you have
together.
You have a permanent invite.
What's
Yeah,
he say?
when you're ready.
Oh, cheers. Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you next time, and let's go, Idaho.
Heck yeah. I love it.
Oh, nice claim,
I
Ken.
like that.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Chuggable.